welcome to a new StarCraft 2 Heart of the Storm episode. Today I will show you one of my replays. I will talk about that in a second and why I will show you a replay instead of playing. First I want to apologize for the lack of content lately, and by lately I mean for a really long time. I think 6 months or something like that. It's a really long time. Um, I was really busy with high school and other stuff, contests and whatnot, so I didn't have much time to spare to make videos or anything for that matter. Maybe play a little StarCraft, but I wasn't in the mood for to record, and I think that if I'm not in the mood to record, the video will be more boring than usual, which it is right now. So I'm showing you a replay instead of playing because I didn't play for 2 weeks and I'm really rusty, and I prefer to show you a replay that I played before my break, and well, I play reasonably well. I think it was a really enjoyable game. You know, you have these games where that after them your hands tremble because of the stress, I guess, or something like that, and because it was really close. It is a really long game as well. It's like 30 minutes or something like that. Another thing that happened is that I got into the Legacy of the Void beta, which means I will probably make a few videos with Legacy of the Void on the channel. I don't have haven't pre-purchased the Legacy of the Void, so I don't have the 2 or 3 prologue missions. I can wait until they launch it. I mean, I have the beta access, and pretty much that's what you want from the Legacy of the Void pre-purchase. So as you can see, I'm going for a Reaper Fast Expand, and my opponent is going for a standard build. Yeah, it's a pretty standard build. I don't know if it was a pull first or a patch first. Another thing I want to talk with you about is the idea of making a new series, and that will include a lot of MMORPGs. Basically, it will be something like, I think, an MMORPG like the new MMO. I will say MMORPG for a few times here. So, the new game that just that wasn't released. It's open beta, and its name is Skyforge. Maybe you've heard about it. I really need to. Okay, lower my volume. It's really loud. So I want to make that type of series. Every season I will play the game until I reach max level, and if you like the game, I will continue playing it. So now um, let's talk about the game for a bit. He denied for some time my natural, so that was really good by him. He also destroyed my 2 supply depots and my bunker, and that means that I have to rebuild them, and took his third. It was a pretty late third. I mean, it was probably due to, not due to, because he made that link attack. Now he will defend with his links and Banes. Banelings not the most useful unit against aliens, since they can get kited really easily. Here I deny some creep, so he must respread it, and he can't defend that well. I'll try to micro my Hellions, and I don't know if it worked out. I mean, I have lost more resources than my opponent, so that sucks. At home I go for 3 racks, 1 factory and 1 starport. I should go for an eBay right about now. He's making a Roach Warren and a Hydra Resident, and he will go for a Roach Hydra composition, which is really uncommon, I guess, against Terran, especially if you see that your opponent plays Bio. I think did, does this because he saw um, my Hellions, so he made the Roaches to defend and then thought that it is a waste to not make a Hydra Den and make for a Roach Hydra build. But in my opinion, the Linkbane Muta build is way more effective against your opponent and really forces your opponent to micro, to split their units and stuff like that. So here will be an engagement really soon. He has like 6 banelings, not much at all. He should have a lot of banelings. I resplit my unit so banelings don't deal a lot of damage. They were slow banelings as well, so that was really bad for him. He took out my Medivacs, that means no healing for a long time, but I will manage to destroy his hatchery and maybe kill some probes. And now he engages again. Not a really smart move since he could just stay in his base and remax on roaches or something like that. I don't really know why I mean, I know because I know what he will do. He goes for 3 evolution chambers. That means that he will probably go for all the 3 upgrades, but he won't. I don't remember, I should say, if he goes for the 3 upgrades at the same time. I don't think so. So he's preparing his hive. So he's going for some hive tech that could mean Ultralisk or Banelings. No Banelings, sorry. Broodlords. So right here is another engagement. Roach Hydra is really strong because, especially if they have an upgrade advantage that he has, because I have only 1 attack and he has 1/1, which really helps him a lot in this situation. Is pretty much like he has 1 attack and I don't have any upgrade. I will get my 2 attacks soon and my 1 armor. Yeah, I think that's how you call it. Okay, now he does a really scary thing now, and well, I guess risky move, since I could just attack him, and before he switched the tech, he made a spire, so I guess he will go for a Roach Bane, a Link Bane Muta build next, which is really strong if they catch you off guard. As you can see, I have 2 factories. This was a mistake by me. I really didn't want to make 2 factories, but it will help me now, because with 2 factories I can make a lot of Widow Mines to compensate for the fact that I have no Widow Mines now to defend against his army. He has a lot of mutas. I don't really know if he has enough. 12 isn't that big of a number. Right now I think he should have went with his mutas and deal damage. Right, like going here to my 3rd and kill my SCVs, and then go to my base. Well, it doesn't. It has only a mineral patch, which is going to run out of minerals. I take my 4th, lifting it up and transforming it into a planetary fortress. I have 5 bases technically, but only 4 that are mining. This one is an orbital command, and you preferably want it to be in base if you make an orbital command, because if you are at 3 bases and you take for the 4th, 5th or 6th, you usually want them to be planetary fortress, so planetary fortresses, so they are easily defended. Yeah, you can defend them easily. So right now I'm really scared. I scanned his army, I think. Lag. Okay, so I scanned his army and I saw that he is going for a Link Bane Muta Ultralisk composition, a really weird thing that you don't really see that much. I walk up the ramp. This is quite risky, but I had the Medivacs to see my, I guess, high ground. So I pre-split my army so the ultras and bendings don't do that much damage. This Widow Mines did a lot of damage to his army. This one has 5 kills and this one has 13, so winning this fight really helps me push, and I think I killed his fourth. Another big thing that it matters right now is the fact that I'm on 2-2 and his Ultralisk are on 5-2 or 2-5, whatever order you want. So I killed his fourth, and that puts Widowman is doing a lot of work here, killing a lot of drones. So 1 drone, 2 drones, 4 drones, pretty decent. I borrow my Widow Mines and then leave, because there is no point in thinking of taking a fight here, especially if you are on creep and he surrounded you. The Ultralights do way too much damage. So he will attack my third. In the last engagement I lost my fourth, so that is really bad for me. And I will lose here my third, I think, and that's again really bad because my economy will be crippled. It's good that I have this extra base here, so I will lift off and put it here eventually. His income is really good compared to mine. I mean, this is his 5th base, I think. Well, he's rebuilding his 4th, but he has a base that is mining constantly. This base is oversaturated as hell, so he really should take some drones from there and, I don't know, get them to the 3rd, I guess. They have more minerals, so yeah. He's almost maxed out, which is again really bad for me. There are a lot of really bad things for me in this game, if you didn't notice. He goes for a lot of upgrades. I mean, going for flyer attacks for let me phrase this. So he goes for a lot of upgrades. He has 2 attack. I mean, he's researching the 2 attack on Mutalisks, even though he really doesn't have a lot of them. He has only 3. I mean, it's a good thing if you know that you can survive more and then tech switch like he did 3 times in this game or something like that. He will do again with Roach Hydra Remax, which takes me by surprise. His Ultralisk and links are 3-3. Well, Ultralisk 3-5, I guess. And his Roach Hydra, I think it's at 3-3 already. Yeah, so he has a lot of upgrades. And now here comes my push. I don't know what prompted me to do this push. I guess I really didn't want to wait a lot. So here this is a good engagement for me, I guess. I kill a lot of his units, and as you can see, the ultras just wandering around. They didn't do much damage at all, and he lost a lot of them. If you watch the resources lost tab, he lost 9,000 more resources than me, so that's really bad for him. I will eventually be able to destroy his third, which destroys his economy, and I think I will go to his 4th, yeah, and destroy it as well, and get some drones. I think, I don't really know. No, where are those drones going? Here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. He wants to, I guess, avoid my army. Okay, no, only 1 drone goes that way. I'm confused. Okay. So I put all my army into Medivac, so it will be easily transported. As you can see, he has a few hydraulics. I mean, if I played a little bit of Zod, okay, so I don't really know what I'm talking about because I was like gold with it. I mean, I'm platinum with Terran, so isn't really much of a difference. That Widow Mine hit was horrible. It actually did dealt more damage to me than him. Um, but I think it was better if you had instead of those hydralisks, which are really heavy gas units, to have some links and then transform them into veins. Even though I think my splits are, I don't want to brag now, but I think my splits are at least okay for this rank, and probably I would have won, even though he did it that way. I don't know if he eventually got, yeah, free. No free, free attack on flyer, yeah. So, yeah, this was the game. I hope you liked it. I really enjoyed this game when I watched it and when I played it. It was really fun to play. This is what I like about StarCraft, a really long game, a macro game that is back and forth. I mean, there were a lot of moments when I think when I when I thought I'm dead, and it was really interesting to see that you can come back from a really big disadvantage. Drilling close. Yeah, I didn't have that many upgrades. My income was better than his. He had a lot of workers, but not really bases to mine from. And I think he surrendered here because he didn't have units at all. I mean, those 7 links weren't going to do nothing. Were not going to do anything to my small army. I don't think you can call that an army. He really didn't have a bank. He had a gas bank, a huge gas bank. He had a lot of gas saved, but without minerals you can do a lot about that. And I think that I would eventually kill his Zerlings and then kill his fourth, yeah, fourth, and then he would be long distance mining only, which really sucks. I don't know why he didn't rebuild this hatchery. I guess he felt pressure by me. He was feeling really scared. He was really scared that I would attack and kill him. I don't know. It was a really enjoyable game. I hope you liked it as well. And well, if you liked it, don't forget to drop a like, maybe subscribe if you want more. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.